Are you stupid or something? You probably are, and buddy, that's alright. You're in the right place to learn some stuff, so stick around and you just might. My name is Notme, and I'll be asking some Q's, and at the end you'll be riddled with A's. You might score real high, but even if not, you'll sure be glad you played. If you're looking for prizes, just move along, there's no money for you to earn. You win by trying and doing your best, your prize is the stuff you learn. If you want to be an artiste, you have to know all you can about the world of art. So engage with this quiz, and at the end you'll say, I am smart.
I am not me. I am art. And I am your host. I am your host, baby. I and nobody else. For I Am SmART, the quiz where people strive to improve their art, to improve their lives, to improve their selves through learning and earn the right to say, yeah, baby, I am smart. The format of this quiz, very simple, very straightforward. 3 rounds of questions for your brain, 3 musings for your imaginosphere, and a 2-point bonus round at the end. We're gunning for 20 points overall. 20 points to divvy up amongst us. All you'll need for this quiz is something to write with, something to write on. Optional is a beverage, because whilst it's absolutely nothing to do with the actual quiz, we do like to kick things off with a toast in Notme's world of live-tainment. So here we go. Here's the toast. I hope you've all got your beverages at the ready. Here we go. Here we go. To Harrison Ford. Yes, Indiana Jones himself. The final Indiana Jones film has just been released and is projected to make around $140 million globally. Wow, that's a lot of money. My goodness, that's an incredible amount of money. But on a reported budget of around $300 million, that stands to be a huge loss. But let me tell you this. I give a little spiel at the end of each of these episodes about art not being made good by box office numbers or the opinions of others, and that we need to look beyond outside influences to determine the worth of our creative projects. It's about us, yeah? And I firmly believe that one of the firmest proponents of that thinking is Harrison Ford, because even though the movie is making lackluster money so far, if you told that to Harrison Ford and you asked him for comment, he wouldn't even care enough to shrug. Boy, that's impressive. To Harrison Ford, here we go. Let's have another one. Got to double dip. Got to double dip. Oh, I see that I'm not getting all of my messages again. Are they coming through here? They are coming through here. Okay, so let's just go by that. Let's just go by that. Proceed. Okay, yeah, that's fine. That's fine. Hello, Smarties. Let's have a look at who we've got. SJBeck72. Hi, Smarties. Hello to you. SJBeck72. JRPV20, time to quiz. Yes, it is time to quiz. And that's what makes me happy. That's what makes me happy. That fills me with just a little bit of vim and vigor. A little bit of vim and vigor that really just helps to get the blood going. And Super Nash18, evening, all evening to you, Super Nash18. It is indeed, as we've mentioned before, 4th of July weekend. I put out a little thing on my socials yesterday, urging my UK fans to tune in, because it is 4th of July weekend, which means that a lot of the Americans will be out and about doing things, having fun, all of that kind of stuff. But we are celebrating them here. Unfortunately, my flag has been rolled up since last year, so it's not really unfurled in the way that you might wish it to be. But it's largely this, and then it's largely if we just roll it down a little, and then if we just do... Okay, so it's not really working perfectly, but let me tell you this. America's been through a lot worse. There's a lesson to be learned there. The high point scorer last week was definitely not Duda, who is, as I understand it, I cannot guarantee this or confirm this 100%, but I do believe definitely not Duda is one of those aforementioned Americans, and, as could be expected, is not here. Or are they? No, I am getting more messages down here. I'm going to start an ad quickly, and then we're going to try and sort this out, because I should, yeah, okay. So I've got to go on my laptop to see all these messages because for some reason they're not coming through. Why? Who knows? TB, oh, my goodness. Okay, so there's a lot going on that I have missed. A lot going on indeed. What have we got? So, TB Douglas, hello to you. Nana Hobob, hello to you. Maple Panda, hello to you. Gosh, lots of extra people here. SJ Beck 72, screen has jammed. Anyone else got this problem? TB Douglas, cheers. Wowzers, a lot of stuff going on there. AOL Time Warner Official, hello to you. M. Acton, hello to you. Maple Panda, lovely. As long as the check clears, cheers to Harrison. Absolutely. Harrison's in it for one reason and one reason only. Because you see, because this is the chat box. So all of these messages should be... That's very frustrating and doesn't bode well for Minute to Win It later. I will say that. It doesn't bode well for Minute to Win It later. Stuart Seaton, hello. TB Douglas gifted a tier 1 sub to AOL Time Warner Official. My goodness, TB. What generosity. Definitely has a prior engagement today. Understandable. Celebrating the country. Feeling special if mine is the only message showing on screen. I know, Supernatural Nate. Apologies. You had to take that off there. Refresh the chat. Feel there's something I hear streamers say. Oh, refresh the chat. That sounds good. That sounds like a lovely thing to do. Can we refresh that? Is that coming through? Maybe that's coming through now. Because I pop it out so I can see it easier, but maybe we'll see. We'll get there. Well, as definitely was the high point scorer and is not present to pick one of the rounds, I'm just going to have to pick them myself. These are the rounds that we've got to choose from. We've got Haiku's Day. It's been there for a long time. Nobody picking Haiku's Day for a while. Spotlight, yay or nay? I know that voice. Who that artiste? Nart, song lyrics, Anagram a Ding Dong, Order, the new round that we didn't play last week. Notme Wood, Iconic Art, and Gimme 5. So we've got 3 rounds to choose. And only however long this video is to do it. And I'm not sure how long it lasts, but we'll do our best, okay? Let's pick some rounds. That's our three. We've got Iconic Art, we've got Nart, and we've got the brand new round, guys. The brand new round, Order. Order. My goodness. How exciting. The eggshells are everywhere, but they're only plastic, so it's absolutely fine. The only thing that will suffer will be the environment. Oh, so what rounds have we got? What have we got? Okay, let's have a look. It is a bit warm, so we'll probably disrobe a little bit. There we go. That one's quite nice. What else do we got? We got Nart. And then what was the other one? Iconic Art. Oh, of course. Iconic Art. Well, that's interesting. What's the Nart one? Tricky, because this is a trio of wonderful rounds here, aren't they all? I know. Let's just go with. So that's a picture round. That is not a picture round. And what was the other one again? Oh, Iconic Art. I keep on forgetting. That's a picture round as well. So let's start with the picture round. Let's start with Iconic Art. Let's start with it. Let's do it. Feels good. I'm excited, and I hope you're excited as well. Iconic art is all about visual art. Identifying visual art is key. Okay? Paintings, movie posters, album covers, drawings of stuff that I've done. In Iconic Art, I'm going to show you 5 works of visual art. You just need to tell me what they are. Okay? You just need to tell me what they are. We've got a topic for this. The topic is very simple. We've done it before and it worked so well I wanted to do it again. 500% movie posters. So I'm going to show you 5 iconic movie posters zoomed in 500%. Okay? It'll give you a little thing, a little portion of it, and then we'll be moving forth. Okay? You just need to let me know which film this movie poster represents. You'll get it. I think they get harder, but this first one is this. If that one's particularly tricky for you, you could be in trouble. You could be in trouble. The emote wall doesn't seem to be working, does it? Killer Kilch utilizing the brand new croc point emote and the Lucy emote. I don't remember seeing them flash up on screen, or was I just distracted? I have been a little bit distracted. AOL Time Warner Official, thanks to the grace and benevolence of TV Douglas, able to utilize these brand new emotes. No point if that emote wall isn't working, though. No point if that emote wall isn't working. I mean, it should, I don't know what it is anyway, so. There's number 1. Here's number 2. They did not show us as killer. That's a shame. That's a real shame. That's a real kick in the plums. A real punch in the beans. You spend all this time working out these wonderful emotes. And I feel like this has happened before. I feel like sometimes the emote wall just doesn't work. And they just don't pop up. And again, why? Who knows? Who knows? Off and back on again. Who knows? Who knows? These posters are real artwork. They really are. They really are. That's what iconic art is all about, celebrating these real works of art, okay? It's all about celebrating them. All about saying, hey, yes, I make art, but there's other art in the world, and it is wonderful. That's number 2. Here's number 3. Which movie? Nana Hobob, when life kicks you in the plums, make plum pudding. That's a lovely, lovely idea. Although if your plums have been kicked, they may be bruised, and that may compromise the taste. But the thought, the spirit behind that, I'm absolutely with you. Absolutely with you. Nana, wonderful, wonderful stuff. That's number 3. Here's number 4. Killer Kilch. Then be Jack Horner, sit on your corner and stick in your thumb to pull out a plum. Thumbing one's plums. I think there's something there. Certainly something there. Having a good thumb of one's plums. When everything's going badly, just thumb your plums. Probably feel pretty sweet. Read too many nursery rhymes, Killer Kilch. No such thing as too many. No such thing as too many. Unless they're kind of old-fashioned nursery rhymes, because a lot of them do tend to be pretty harrowing. Here's the final one. Gosh, this is tricky. Gosh, I've made that tricky, haven't I? Gosh. What could that possibly be? Is that too tricky? I'll let you be the judge. Sending you Iris to decide when too many is. Yeah, it's like I say, it's more the old-fashioned ones. Modern fairy tales tend to be, hey, here's a dragon and its best friend is a cinnamon bun, and they tried to go up a hill, and then they did, which is lovely and wonderful, and a lovely message about ascending hills. But old-fashioned fairy tales tend to be, here's a little girl, she's got no money, it's winter, she died. And that's it has a different appeal, certainly. I would say in modern sensibilities makes them less child-friendly. TB says, yes, too tricky. AOL Time Warner official feels a little tricky, but I guess that means I'll be learning something today. AOL Time Warner official, I commend you for that. Because that is ultimately the spirit of I Am Smart. You either know something and you demonstrate knowledge and you feel real good about demonstrating that knowledge, or you learn something. It's win-win. I Am Smart is win-win, absolutely. Well, we'll see what that one is when we come to the answers. That's not the whole round though, guys. We've done 5 questions and that's great. But what about amusing? What about amusing? How about let's getting that imaginosphere involved? The musing is simply this. You are challenged to create a movie poster for any film that is simply 3 objects on a stark background. Minimalist. What objects do you choose and what film do they represent? I don't like that little fold. I think he's done it. That's excellent. That's excellent work, team. Excellent work. Not me. Baby, you've done it again. Yeah. And in the truest sense, guys, that's the first round done. Oh, no, see, I always do it. Forget to turn it off afterwards, don't I? Every single week. But yeah, I am disappointed, very disappointed that the emote wall doesn't seem to be working. Because I did create some... Acton. Did that one come up? No, that hasn't come up. Can we see number 4 again, please? Absolutely, absolutely. Let's get you on here. Let's get you on here. Let's get you on here. So I have, made these. What about unread notifications? Oh, I dropped some frames. How's the stream going for? Oh, this is getting not great. But I am not plugged in. Okay. Tell you what we're going to do. I'm going to play you a little video while I plug myself into the Ethernet, okay? I was planning on doing this later, but circumstances are such. My hand is forced. Oh, Acton number 5. Acton, baby. Baby. Here's number 5. Here's number 5. It is tricky. It is tricky. I'll give you a minute with that. So maybe we won't need to do the video. Plugging in an Ethernet cable to stabilize my stream, so that I am able. There we go. And we go back to main, and that's it. That's how easy it is. That's how easy it is. What are these messages? My goodness. My goodness. Lovely stuff. Lovely stuff. Okay. What's next round then? What's next round? We're getting there. We're getting there. We're doing it. I think we've got to finish with the new round, haven't we? We have to finish with the new round. Which means that this round, your favorite and mine. Not art, baby. Not art. Very, very simple. Artists need to know about the world around them, yeah? Maths and history and geography and science, not just art. That way, they can teach people as they move them. It's pretty much what we do here today. So I present this round about not art, art, nart. Very simple. We have a topic. Has this topic been updated? The topics tend to be the things that don't get updated. They just fall through the cracks. No, it was updated. Gosh, what an incredible quizmaster I am. Thanks, guys. I appreciate that compliment. Country outlines. I'm going to be showing you the outlines of 5 different countries. I just need you to let me know which countries they are. It couldn't be simpler, okay? Here's number 1. What country is that? What country is that? Killer says, Ryan Reynolds' mint internet seems to think I should be present at the beach. You're all smart till next time. I see. Okay. Farewell. Thank you very much for dropping in and for the little humble brag there about being at the beach. Did we all notice that? Did we all notice that? That's country number 1. Country number 2. What do we think? Number 3? Oh, maybe getting trickier. Might be getting trickier, might they? My goodness. Number 4? And then number 5, the final one. Oh, gosh. Oh, gosh, where's that? Let me know if you need to see any of them again. It's exciting, isn't it? And very tricky. As soon as you separate them from the other countries around them, wildly more tricky. Wildly more tricky. Number 3, please, says SJBeck72. Absolutely. Absolutely. There it is. There it is. Just want to say a big thank you to all 12 of you watching today. Double figures seems like a wonderful, wonderful thing, doesn't it? 12 people. Lovely, lovely stuff. Thank you, one and all. If you need any others, please let me know whilst we go through the musing for this NART round. Invent a country and tell me a huge event that occurred in it from the past 50 years. Just the past 50 years. I don't need you to go any further back than that. What's happened in this fictional country in the past 50 years? Big events. Big events. Happy to be here, says Nana. Thank you. And that's not even coming up on this one. My word. This whole chat situation is very unpleasant. Let's go back to main. Let's go back to main. So yeah, let's have a look at some of these emotes and see if they're working, because I feel like they're not, which is unfortunate. So we've got your standard. That is art. Connecting to chat. That didn't even come through. My word. You got your standards. The old favourites. So that's in the chat there, but it's not showing up here. Then we've also World Time Warner official. Dropping them in. Nothing. There's even one that moves, you see. There's even a GIF one. GIF. KIF. LIF. Fabulously unpleasant. I don't like this at all. Don't like this at all. Don't like this at all. Let's go for our final... Let's cheer ourselves up, though, with... Can't believe I'm about to say this. A brand new round. A brand new round. Order. Order. Here we go. Oh, there's an ad starting soon. Apologies to those who will drop out, but we're going to have to explain this one for a few minutes because it might be a little bit tricky, okay? A little bit more complicated than your usual round. How can you make sense of all the art in the world without putting it in order, guys? That's the crux of this. Oh, this bad guy doesn't seem like such a bad guy. Yeah, that's because this is the second film. You didn't watch the first film when he tried to murder everybody. Maple Panda, so often the finest emoter we have. How are we doing? How is this? Is it just working again now? Did it need a new round to do it? Thank you, Maple Panda. I'm going to give you the credit for that. I'm going to give you the credit for that. Oh, lovely. Oh, lovely. This is wonderful. Okay, so, order. Oh, I haven't been doing the other things, have I? TB getting involved. TB getting involved. Okay, so these are the rules. These are the rules, and it's a little bit complicated. So, I'm going to give you 4 things to put in order, okay? But you don't have to put all 4 of those things in order. Right? If you know the order of 2 of them, you can just write down 2 of them in order, and you can get 1 point. If you know the order of 3 of them, you can write down 3 of them in order and get 2 points. Get 3 points. Yes. 1, 3, or 5. And if you want to write down all 4, if you're confident writing all 4 in order and you get them right, that's 5 points. Okay? However, if you get any of them out of order, that's 0 points. So this is kind of a risk it for a biscuit type situation. How confident are you? How much do you want to push these things? Maple Panda just dropped a Giphy one. Did it show up? Did it work? I haven't seen one of these. No, it didn't work. Did they not fly through on the thing? Well, that's disappointing because that's kind of why I did. Anyway, okay, so let's learn. Let's have an example, but that's the natural one. Okay. Put these Clive Owen movie roles in chronological, okay? Clive Owen, we all know him and love him. I haven't seen him in a lot recently. Put these Clive Owen movie roles in chronological. In chronological what, you might ask? In chronological...
Order! 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 Order!
That's John Bercow there, former Speaker of the House of Commons in the UK. Helping me out there. I can't. He has owned the word order in my mind for some years now, and so it felt only right to use him in this. Put these Clive Owen movie roles in chronological.
Order! 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 Order!
Okay. So here we are. These are your options. The Professor in The Bourne Identity. Theo Farron in Children of Men. Arthur in King Arthur. And Dwight in Sin City. Put these in chronological order. If Supernatural Nate, the last order was a little half-hearted. Absolutely. I agree. but he had given it socks for those first three. So I'm going to let him off that one. So if you know, for instance, well, I know that the Bourne Identity came before King Arthur, say. That's the only one that I'm confident on. Then just write AC. And if that's correct, you'll get 1 point. Two of them will get you 3 points. 3 of them will get you 4. 2 of them will get you 1 point. 3 of them will get you 3 points. 4 of them will get you 5 points. Okay? Do we understand what's going on here? Because I do, and I'm just interested in whether you do as well. I mean, none of the chat things are coming through, so it doesn't even matter. People can't answer me anyway. TB Douglas thinks so. That's good. Thank you, TB. That's a vote of confidence, and I appreciate that. A, B, C, D. You can just write letters if you wish. You can just write letters if you wish. And now you have put all of those, hopefully, in the correct order. Then we can move on with the musing. Okay? Let's get the musing. Not sure if I should take the gamble, though. That's the secret, TB. That's the secret. Should you take the gamble? This is key. This is interesting. This is where it gets exciting. You've got 2. You know about 2. Do you want to push it for 3 or do you want to hold it back? Do you want to push it for 4 even? Because those extra points could make all the difference come the end of the game. The musing for this round, very simply, is quite a nice one. Clive Owen has been married to his wife Sarah Jane for 36 years. What do you guess is the secret to their longevity? Yeah, it's quite positive, isn't it? It's quite nice. Quite a nice musing, this one. Let's muse upon a beautiful, successful marriage. And he's a good-looking guy. You think he hasn't had offers? You think it wouldn't have been very easy for him to betray his vows of marriage? I imagine for Clive Owen, it's like Night of the Living Dead. He's having to just shove them off and barricade himself into a shed. And then they break through the windows of the shed. He's got to go into a sub-basement. And there we go. So you've had all the questions, guys. You've had all the questions. If you need any of the questions again from any of the 3 rounds, we had iconic art, we had Nart, and we had order. Feel free to let me know, and I'll get them. I'll show them to you again. I did just wanted to, for those of you who don't follow me on socials, or for those of you who aren't on socials as much as the owners of these social media companies would like you to be. I've got a little one of my little posts from this week as a little reward to say well done for getting through the questions. This is just you've always got to be alive to the possibility of art finding you, okay, guys? Art is all around. You just need to keep your eyes and your ears open for it. And that's what this is all about. Here we go. Outstanding art found on my morning walk. Look at this house being constructed. It's a typical American house, made of wood, like a big shed. But what's this? Brick? Brick? Not brick. Just the front little part of a brick. A facade of brick. Pretending brick. This is a wooden house pretending to be a real house. What's that? Am I a wooden house? Absolutely not. I'm fully made of bricks. Move along, big bad wolf. There we go. There we go. A lovely piece of art. that I found in New Jersey. These kind of, half bricks, hemi bricks, I believe I called it in the captions. Just to say, hey, this kind of looks like a brick house, a proper house, but no, it's actually just a big shed. I just thought that was wonderful. Wanted to share that with you. Are we ready for some answers, perhaps? Yeah, I think we're probably ready for some answers, aren't we?
Outstanding art found on my...
Come on, Notme, please. We're trying to get on with the quiz, baby. Iconic art. The musing here, of course, was your challenge to create a movie poster for any film that is simply 3 objects on a stark background. What objects do you choose and what films do they represent? I'm gonna do my usual, and I'm gonna hope it works. It does, and there's a couple of... That works really well. That looks really good. I like that a lot. So with the... Get it in the chat there, guys. The musing. Please get it in the chat. Hopefully I'll be able to see it at some point. Hello, definitely not Tudor. You have missed everything. Everything. But that's fine. I'm very pleased that you're here. So there is a Jesus emote. There it is. That's I think the tier 2. So if you're a subscriber at tier 2, because I've got to incentivize these things, guys, then you get the Jesus emote. But then there's a tier 3 as well, and I thought, well, what's better than a Jesus emote? What's better than that? Very simply, it's Jesus wearing a top hat and sunglasses. So that's the tier 3 emote. That's what people are going to pay that extra money for. As we go through these answers, iconic art. What movie poster is that? What movie is that depicting? Let's zoom back out to 100% as opposed to 500%. It is, of course, Blade Runner. It's our friend Harrison Ford again. Hello, Harrison. Oh, Blade Runner's very well regarded by critics, but it didn't make a huge amount of money. What do you think about that, Harrison? I don't care. Okay, man. Good on you, Harrison. Good on you. Don't ever change, baby. Number 2 was this one. Ooh, a very dramatic eyebrow there. And what's these? Some flies? No, they're Huey helicopters, because this is, of course, Apocalypse Now. Excellent. Excellent stuff. Thank you so much, Nana. And congratulations, definitely. Wonderful, wonderful stuff. Oh, wonderful. Very, very generous. Thank you very, very much. Lovely. Oh, this is going well. I'm enjoying this week. Not everything's going well, but it's very enjoyable to be here, isn't it? Like an episode of Funhouse. Number 3. We've got this one. That's things to focus on here. Kind of a fiery, dramatic background. We've got an open-necked shirt. My goodness, there's a lot going on down this shirt. Look at that moustache. Oh, pencil thin, but all the more powerful for it. It is, of course, Gone with the Wind. In new screen splendor, the most magnificent picture ever. It's 4.5 hours long, so make sure you pee beforehand. I assume that was the announcement beforehand. Well done if you got that one right. That's a very old film. Number 4, it's a chap in some kind of white hood with what looks to be an afro comb. That can only mean, slightly more modern one this time, it is Black Klansman by Spike Lee. Wonderful film. Wonderful, wonderful film that says, hey, racism's pretty bad, guys. Let's just leave it alone. And the trickiest one. Now, I did give you an option. I've given you a chance here with two things. There seems to be writing in front of what appears to be a face. This is an ear. Writing in front of the face. And then what's this on the side? Blue. Some kind of blue bar with a white bar inside it. What could that possibly be? kind of Facebooky, doesn't it? Doesn't it look kind of Facebooky? Yes, you don't get to 500 million friends without making a few enemies. It is the social network. Well done if you got that one right. I was rather beastly in my selection of which part of the movie poster would be shown. But I hope you can forgive me. Well done if you got any of those right. Or, well done if you got all of them right. Some of them I think were easier than others. But let's go on with these musings, see if any of them have come through. Supernatural 18, clothes, boots, motorcycle, enough said. I believe you're referring to Terminator, and I love it. I love it. Because that's what the Terminator wants. He wants the clothes, the boots, and the motorcycle. Bang. And you know you're right in there. He's a biker. And you think, gosh, what if he hadn't found a biker bar first off? What if he had found perhaps a clown college? Or maybe an Etam, where they're only, it's summertime, so they're only selling very pretty, frilly dresses. And he has to put one of those on. It would have changed the film, certainly. Would have, people would have drawn their own conclusions from that. For some people, hey, what's the problem with a tough guy wearing a dress? For other people, this is what's the problem is with when a guy puts on a dress, he's probably going to try and kill everybody, and maybe he's a robot underneath. So it's one of those ones that people would have made their own conclusions from it. Would that have made it a better film? Who knows? But that's a great option, Supernatural 18. You've worked within the boundaries of it very well. TB Douglas, Raquel Welch poster, pickaxe, and oak tree. What I like about this, TB, is that you've got a movie poster featuring a movie poster. I mean, that's just like meta, right? Metatextual, can I say? Really, really nice. Obviously, it's Shawshank Redemption. Nobody seems to be putting everybody seems to have collectively, maybe you've all got a group chat going on, and you've all collectively said, we're not going to say what films these represent. I know he's asked it. I know he's asked for it, but we're just going to say no. And maybe you're right to say that, because you think, well, if you're doing it right, and you are creating an iconic movie poster out of some iconic objet from a film, then surely I'm going to know. Luckily, I'm 2 for 2 so far. SJBX72, a piano, specs, and a spaceship for Rocket Man. Lovely stuff, SJBX72, because people will probably get it from the piano and the specs, if the specs are proper Elton John specs. Stars or, just made of diamonds or, whatever it might be. He's a very flamboyant guy. But then the spaceship just lets you know, as the film does, there's something a little funky going on here. Yeah, this isn't going to be your average musical biopic. There's going to be some weird stuff. Because Elton John, once upon a time, took a lot of drugs. Okay? And his music made us all feel like we were on drugs without actually having to take the drugs. He took that bullet for us. Lovely work, SJBX72. Now, I will say, there's 13 people watching, and God bless you for watching. Oh, I've got a new one in from Nana Hobbob. Aside from that, I haven't seen any others. Okay? I've had Supernatural 18s, I've had TBs, and I've had SJBX72s. If anybody else has put theirs in, for whatever reason, chat-wise, it's not coming up with anything. And I apologize for that. Emma Acton as well. Lovely, lovely. Nana Hobbob, sand, allspice, and an oxygen tank nose hose thing for Dune. I like the allspice thing because it makes me just think of, it's just here's your cumin, here's your cayenne pepper, here's your nutmeg. Oh, we've just got some allspice. And I like that you're kind of making it more relatable. Yeah, and that these people on these crazy fancy planets are really just looking for something that you can get for $3.99 in in a Wegmans or something. Oh, we've got another ad starting. Apologies to any non-subscribers, but maybe there's a lesson here. Yeah, let's snooze it actually for 5 minutes. Let's snooze it. Thanks, Twitch. Appreciate that, babe. Lovely stuff. Yeah, and the oxygen tank nose hose things. They are funny, aren't they? They are funny. Lovely work there. M. Acton, a monkey, a test tube, and a hazardous chemical mask. Outbreak? Is that Outbreak? Gosh, this is a wonderful game that we've created, isn't it? That's lovely stuff. If it is Outbreak, then wonderful. Yeah, I like that a lot. AOL Time Warner Official, a clock, an orange, and some eyeliner to represent a clockwork orange. Clock and orange. Clock and orange. People say, what that? You don't even need the clock, just an orange. You don't even need the eyeliner, just an orange. But it works. It works. I've asked you for 3. You've given me 3, and it's really hemmed it down. And the eyeliner's an interesting one, isn't it? The eyeliner's an interesting one for these terrifying gangs. I mean, they're wearing large kind of codpiece type sumo. I want to say nappies. I think that's probably offensive. I don't think they're actually called nappies. Let's see if we can work this out. Hey Bing, Mawashi, the loincloth. Yeah, so it kind of looks like loincloths, and they're walking around with sticks and stuff, and they're terrifying lads, and they are, being very, very violent indeed. But then they've taken the time to, pop a bit of eyeliner on. So again, we're challenging these roles. It's nice work. AOL Time Warner Official. A red hoodie, a bike, and a finger. Red hoodie, a bike, and a finger. E.T. Although, that's red hoodie, on board. Bike, lovely work. But are we chopping the finger off? Is that if a father had taken their child to see E.T. I mean, that's the film that we're circling around here. If a father had taken their child to see E.T., or maybe within the actual film, Elliot's father recognizes what a deep bond Elliot has with E.T. Elliot manages to get E.T. on the spaceship at the end. Spoiler. He waddles on and he sails off. And Elliot's really upset afterwards. And his father comes to him and says, is the father even around? Yeah, I think he is. And the father says, hey, Elliot, I know how much you missed, how much E.T. meant to you. So I wanted you to have something to remember him by. Luckily, before he left, I managed to cut off his finger. Would you like his finger? Do you know what I mean? There's a certain surgical unpleasantness about that, Stuart Seaton. The red hoodie and the bike I'm on board with, but just a dismembered finger? Or is that what the guys in the Hazchem suits wanted to do to E.T.? Maybe we're making comments here. I like it. Definitely not due to getting involved, even though it came in late. I appreciate that. A pocket knife, a jean jacket, and a paperback copy of Gone with the Wind. The Outsider's lovely. I mean, anything with a jean jacket just places you, doesn't it? It just places you in a certain place and time. Points all round, guys. Points all round. What's the next round? It was NART, of course. It was NART. The musing was, invent a country and tell me a huge event that occurred in it from the past 50 years. Tell me honestly and tell me true. Is that working? No, that's not working. Connect into chat. This is, I don't like this at all. But please get it in the chat, guys. Please get your answers in the chat and we'll see what we can do. I'll see if I can read any of them. As we go for question number 1. What country is that? This one's maybe, I imagine this one's the easiest because this is, of course, an island. And the islands do tend to be easier because they're not surrounded by any other countries anyway. So this is how you would see this country all the time. It is, of course, Australia. Well done if you got that one right. Number 2. Kind of looks like a boot. It's kicking Sicily. And is that Corsica? Is that Corsica? Can I confidently say that that's Corsica? Course I can. It's Italy. Absolutely. Number 3. This one's trickier because this has got countries all around it, baby. And you don't often see it all in one because it is very large. It is our future overlords, China. It's China. Well done if you got that one right. Number 4. What do we have here? We've got this interesting little sliver down here. And we've got this kind of weird bit of water in there. That's interesting. That's interesting. That's interesting. This is the country of Mexico, America's neighbors to the south. Hey neighbor, can I borrow a cup of sugar? Real sugar, like the sugar that you put in your Coca-Cola. And then the final one here. How could I possibly expect you to know this? Unless it is because it's just the most famous, very long and thin country in the world. It is Chile. Chile, just on the west coast of South America. Well done if you got that one right. That one was pretty tricky. Look at all those islands down there. Gets real busy, you better believe it. Well done if you got any of those. Well done if you got all of those. Huge well done if you got all of those. There's an ad in progress. That's disappointing. That's disappointing. We'll cover them at the end. Amusing. Invent a country and tell me a huge event that occurred in it from the past 50 years. Let's see what we've got. AOL Time Warner official. Straight in there. I appreciate that. Bergland. A Berglandier. We're just a humble bunch of Berglandiers traveling from the beautiful province of Bergland, the beautiful country, rather, of Bergland. And we'd love to sample some of your famous wines. That's what they might say if they traveled to France. Somebody invented a really good veggie patty and the cows of the country rejoiced. That's lovely. Okay, so Bergland is the home of the scientist that created a really HOT veggie patty, which I believe the world is crying out for. They said that the solution was the Impossible Burger. They said that that was the solution. And I will say, I love an Impossible Burger. I'll say it. Does that make me a good person? Largely. But they do also say that to create Impossible Burgers, that's actually pretty harmful to the environment as well. At which point you just think, well, why did you invent it then? What's the purpose of that? There must be something else going on. Must be something else going on, because they wouldn't just invent that just to make money. I don't think that would happen. But if you could get from the wonderful people of Bergland a veggie patty that is genuinely as good as an actual burger, a proper beef burger, the cows of the country would rejoice, and I would rejoice with them. Because do you know what? I'm not married to eating meat. I'm not married to eating meat. I'm married to eating good food. I'm married to eating good food. That's what I'm married to. That's what I crave. Good food. And as soon as a veggie patty steps up to the plate and says, "Hey, Notme, put me in your mouth. You won't regret it." That's a day that I will rejoice. I will link arms with my bovine brethren. And I will say, finally the day is here. Would you like to come and live with me and my son Jesus? I mean, we're going to have to do something with the cows. There's lots of them, okay? And if we're not going to slaughter them for their delicious meat, what are we going to do with them? Put them to work as some kind of army? That's not a particularly well thought out idea. We'll move on. But lovely stuff, AOL Time Warner official. Super Nashwan 8. Apollonesia. Famous for the Great Aquarium disaster of 1987. My goodness. The aquarium disaster. What could have happened is it just one aquarium? I mean, if this is famous around an entire country, surely this needs to be multiple aquaria. But what could have happened in 1987? Unless it's a particularly big aquaria. Or maybe it's some kind of awful terrorist incident at the main aquarium in Polynesia, maybe the capital of Polynesia. There are a lot of tourists there, But those terrorists, those flippin' terrorists, letting off all those fart bombs, and everyone's like, gosh, was that you? But everybody's accusing everybody else, and it becomes this kind of hotbed of paranoia. And everyone got upset that each other was accusing each other of farting so horribly, so just slapping. Both open and close hand slaps. Open hand, backhand slaps. So there were some ruddy cheeks in the capital of Polynesia. The Great Aquarium Disaster of 1987. Damn those terrorists. Damn them to heck. Lovely work. Lovely work. Calzonia, says SGBX72. On Millennium Eve, normal pizzas were banned. They just said no. We don't care if you just want a regular pizza. We're always going to fold them up into a large pasty. The calzone makers of the country are like, guys, come on. I know it's a little on the nose because of the name of the country, but I just think we need to... we can fight this as much as we want. Say, hey, I know we're called Calzonia, guys, but yeah, we sell regular pizzas as well. We can fight it as much as we want. But at some point, we have to entertain the idea that just going with it might be less effort. And on Millennium Eve, a monumental time, the Prime Minister, the Premier of Calzonia, said, no more. No more. An open pizza? Get out of here. Wrap it up, baby. Wrap it up. Lovely stuff. Definitely Not Duda goes with Def Not Dudia. I mean, it doesn't roll off the tongue, I will say, but I can't blame you for thinking of yourself in this instance. During filming of an action movie in 1987, what a remarkable year 1987 is. Good gracious. Oh, an explosion unleashed an alien life form that had been trapped underground for centuries. Wow. During the filming of an action movie is created. That's life imitating art. That's the ultimate aim of all life and of all art. That's wonderful, wonderful stuff. Trapped underground for centuries. What kind of alien life form would it be? I mean, the easiest for special effects would be some kind of virus, some kind of airborne parasite. But would that have the drama? We're not making a film here. This is real life. Gosh. Stuart Seaton says, Swandiff. Ooh, Swandiff. I like that. Tom Jones visited the country 49 years ago, and it's not unusual, became the national anthem. That's a bold, bold statement for them to say, do you know what, Tom? We're a little country. Most people haven't even heard of Swandiff. And so for you to have come here with that toe tapper of a tune, we're going to make that our national anthem. That's a bold move. That tells me that Swandiff is a country that does things a little differently, yeah? You show them a rule book, they're going to whip it out the window. Get that. That's not how we do things here in Swandiff, okay? We want to make It's Not Unusual as our national anthem. What that makes me really want to see, therefore, is one of the proud and bold athletes of Swandiff. I want to see them win an Olympic gold medal. I want to see those flags raising. I want to see them standing, hand on heart. Maybe they have to dance. Maybe it's, where Americans would place their hand over their heart. Maybe they have to... Or maybe it's just on the final bum, ba-bum. Maybe they have to just do a little shimmy. That's a lovely, lovely thought. There needs to be more nationally traditional dancing during national anthems for when flags are raised in the Olympic Games. That's what I want. That's a world I want to see. Nana Hobob goes for Grubistan. Tourism really took off hard with the global popularity of Die Hard. Again, they're leaning into it. They're not fighting the inevitable. Hans Gruber, they say, okay. Oh, but he's the bad guy. He's so charismatic, though. Alan Rickman. We can make this work, okay? We can make this work. Lovely stuff. Lovely stuff. A bad year for the fish of Polynesia. Maybe it's some kind of fish monster. Maybe it's some kind of fish monster that was a fish alien. And the lands of Def Not Dudia and Polynesia are connected in some way. Maybe it's like a kind of opposite sides of the planet kind of thing. And the explosion created that ruption. We are really making some very in-depth narratives here, and I'm palpably excited about it. And finally, we've got Acton, Uzbekistan. There was a coup d'etat. Ooh, lovely word. Where the compulsory laws for facial hair growth were overthrown and razors are now allowed. My word. What a fuzzy country that would have been. What a hairy, hairy country that would have been. No razors? No razors? So are people just doing it with scissors? Or are they not allowed to touch it at all? And it's just going to keep on going. It's just going to keep on going out of respect for the king or emperor or premier of some kind of Uzbekistan. Oh, beautiful work. Beautiful work. We've got, before we go on to that next round, we've got points all round. Obviously, points all round. That was an excellent, excellent round. We do have a Finding Jesus that's been redeemed by Definitely Not Duda. And you know what? I'm not going to ignore that any longer. It's happening. Ooh. Almost perfect. Almost perfect. Oh, my word. Oh, it gets tougher every week. It gets tougher every week. Let's go for our final round here. And it's the new one, baby. It's the new one. What's it called? Order. The musing, of course. Clive Owen has been married to his wife, Sarah Jane, for 36 years. Excuse me, guys. Oh, my gosh. Excuse me, guys. What do you guess is the secret to their longevity? Get it in the chat, please. Get it in the chat. I'm going to try it again. I'm going to try and make it work again. Nothing. Absolute waste of my time. Absolute waste of my time. Acton, anyone else think that in these emotes at first glance, Lucy Liu actually looks like Sophie Ellis-Bextor? Wowzers. Pair of lovely looking ladies. Of that, nobody can deny. Let's see. Let's see if we've got, because we can do. Is that going to do both? Yeah. That's good. That's good. Sophie Ellis-Bextor, one of the widest faces you're ever likely to see. And all the more wonderful for it. images. Here we go. Obviously, we've got certain racial considerations here. So well done you, M. Acton, for looking past all of that jive. Let's go here. And let's go something with a pink. Gosh, Lucy, my word. Let's try that. I mean, Lucy hasn't quite got the width of the face. Just looks like it could look like the same person with different lenses, different focal lengths. This, and then you pop a zoom lens on, bang, we're into Sophie Ellis-Bextor. Maybe. Lovely observation though, M. Acton. Lovely observation. We'll leave that there. Had a great time with that. Here's the question. Put these Clive Owen movie roles in chronological...
Order! 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 Order!
I'm going to do it every time, I think. That's what I think is going to happen. The options were, of course, the Professor in The Bourne Identity, Theo Farron in Children of Men, Arthur in King Arthur, and Dwight in Sin City. The correct order is the Professor in Bourne Identity 2002, Arthur in King Arthur 2004, Dwight in Sin City 2005, and Theo Farron in Children of Men 2006. A, C, D, B. What I would love, in addition to people putting things in the chat, I would very much appreciate people letting me know how they approached this. Because obviously, you know, if you knew that The Bourne Identity was before King Arthur, but you weren't sure about these two, you could have just popped these two in and got 1 point. If you knew about these three, didn't know where The Bourne Identity fit in with all of this, which is to be understood because there's several of these, and so you don't know which one's which. You could have got 3 points, or if you'd done all four, did anybody get 5 points? I'm very intrigued indeed. But well done if you did get 5 points, because with these being all within 4 years or 5 years, that's really good. It's a lovely job done by you guys. Order. Let's get the musings going. Let's see what we've got. Definitely Not Duda says they turn all their fights into silly dances. That's good. That's a lovely idea. I enjoy that a lot. Hey, when I tell you to put the stuff in the dishwasher, I want you to actually put the dishwasher on. Sarah Jane. Yeah, I think that'd work. It certainly cut the tension. There's nobody going to deny that. Let's have a look. What's M. Acton saying here? Can I set a quiz questions to all? Which country mentioned tonight supplied the wood to build the speaker's chair? Oh my goodness. Excellent work there, M. Acton. Which country mentioned tonight supplied the wood to build the speaker's chair? To build the chair shown here?
Order! 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 Order!
Let's have another really hard look at that wood to see if we can see any clues for where that would come from.
Order! 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 Order!
Interesting. Answers in the chat if you want to get involved with that. Nana Hobbob says they start and end each day with a little compliment for each other. That's nice. And especially in the morning, because people aren't generally looking their best. So to be able to drop in a little My God, your skin looks glorious this morning. The skin, especially around your mouth, is almost shining there. And you say, well, actually, that's a little bit of spittle that I have released over the course of the night, but it's still a compliment. It's still a compliment. That's lovely. That's really, really nice. TB Douglas, secret handshakes, practical jokes, and separate bathrooms. Interesting, separate bathrooms. That's a lovely, lovely shout. Secret handshakes. Yeah, there's not enough secret handshakes in most modern relationships, I would say. So that's a really good idea. AOL Time Warner official, they have never in 36 years passed gas in front of each other. Now that's interesting. AOL Time Warner official. Never passed gas in front of each other. So where are they dropping it? Where are they dropping it is my question. Do they have a designated room? That in itself is not the reason they're still together. It's more about keeping the game going at this point. Oh, okay. That's nice. So they pass gas in front of each other. So if they're both in the living room and they need to pass a little, have a little butt toot, are they heading to the bathroom to do that? Are they shooting it down the pan, or are they? That's interesting. Pop into their walk-in closet. They've got walk-in closets, guys. Just let's be realistic here. Clive Owen's a movie star. He's got a walk-in closet. But yeah, they could let it go in there, but then would that just ferment within the clothes and kind of get on the clothes like a smoker? Someone said, gosh, has somebody farted? Say, sorry, no, my wife let one go in the closet this morning, and it's really just, it's my own fault for wearing a cashmere coat. That's interesting, though. That's nice. And it's just about respect at the end of the day, is what I'm gleaning from this. It's about respect. TB Douglas, I got 0 points for that round. The Bourne Identity is older than I realised, so I was out right away. TB, you have been burned so early on in the quiz, TB. But that's the joy of the game. That's the joy of the game. My gosh, that's thrilling to learn. Super Nash 18, they insist on sharing a choc dips before bedtime every night. Sharing. That's good, because there's not a lot of chocolate in a chopped dip. Oh, I just saw some lightning out my window. I just saw some New Jersey lightning. That's very exciting. Sharing a choc dips before bedtime every night, because then obviously they've got the little biscuit spears as the little spoons to transfer the chocolate. I mean, that is true love. If you're able to share that small amount of chocolate and those very finite, painfully finite amount of little sweet breadstick things, then yeah, yours is the earth, my friend, and everything in it. SJBeck72 just took a chance and got them all. Reckless, I know. Absolute gumption there, SJBeck72, but you absolutely smashed it. See, this is it. TB and SJBeck72 just at the opposite ends of the spectrum with regard to that round. And it just fills me with joy that that's happened. That's really, really good. TB Douglas, Canadian wood. Italy, says Nana Hobbob. Australia. Stuart Seaton got 2, wasn't risking. That's absolutely within your right to do so. Lovely, a well-earned point. Go with Chile for the random option. New Jersey Lightning. Does that mean you're on Thunder Road? Oh, yeah. Was that Springsteen? Was that the spirit of Springsteen bringing a New Jersey Lightning down? Could have been. Oh, and it's really raining now. Can we just give a little shout out? A little shout out here to how good it is to be indoors when it's raining outside. A little shout out to that. Absolutely love it. Absolutely love it. Oh, I might be on Thunder Road. I enjoy that a lot. Em Acton, the morning alarm plays the song from the Muppets. Morning, Clive Owen. Morning, Sarah Jane Owen. Yeah, I can see that. Always start the day feeling happy. Something Stuart Seaton and I are soon going to do ourselves. That's lovely. That's lovely. Taking a little bit of inspiration from the fictional versions of Clive Owen and Sarah Jane Owen that you have in your heads. Good luck to you. Good luck to you. And I'm excited to see the answer that you produce for the Speaker of the House of Commons bench wood question. Lovely, lovely stuff. Stuart Seaton, for 36 years, they have been singing the national anthem of Swandiff after every fight. And it's all going wrong. There's tears, there's incriminations, accusations, certain things said that they knew were just going to cut a little bit deeper because they're so close, because they're so in love. They know all the buttons to press. And they are spent. And they are just bereft, weakened by the fight, the constant fighting. Oh, terrible. Why do we fight? Why do we do this, Clive Owen? Do other couples fight like this, Clive Owen? Can this really be what marriage is all about, Clive Owen? Are we freaks to be doing this? And Clive looks at Sarah Jane and says, hey, fighting like this? No. We're not freaks. It's not unusual. Bum ba-dum, bum ba-dum, bum ba-dum, bum bum ba-da-ba-doo. I'll use you up. Maybe that is the secret to a happy marriage. Beautiful stuff. Beautiful stuff right at the end there, Stuart. That's lovely. M. Acton, it was Australia. It was Australia. Lovely little extra little bit of knowledge there. Lovely, lovely stuff. AOL Time Warner official. Australian wood in Parliament. Some kind of symbol of the empire. Yeah, maybe. That Australia's just, actually we'd quite like to be represented in the House of Commons. And they say, make us a chair. That's how empires work, guys. That's how empires work. Back to me. Wonderful work, guys. Oh, here's another thing. Last week we invented, I can't remember who it was. May have been M. Acton. I may be making this up, but we were creating artistic principles, artistic techniques, and somebody came up with floofing. The idea of creating an effigy, a rendering of an animal, but using the medium for that effigy, excess fur or skin or things taken from that animal. So I took the liberty Jesus floofed. So this is an image of Jesus. Still see Sophie Ellis-Bextor there. What an interesting juxtaposition that creates. Where is she? Oh, I can't see her properly now. Oh, she's over there. So this is an image of Jesus, made out of Jesus. So I don't know. It's pretty good. Croc points for Time Warner official. Yeah, absolutely. If croc points were invented for anything, it's invented for that kind of thing. That should all be coming up here, TB Douglas. That should all be coming up here. And my God, I wish it was. Brilliant image. Thank you very much, SGBX72. It's a lovely piece of work, and I encourage you to all floof your own pets. If you've got the moment and the energy. We've got one more thing to do here, guys. It's 5:25 where I am, which means there's only one thing left to do. It's the most exciting minute and quiz show today. It's a minute to win it, guys. Is this going to work? Oh, croc points for M. Acton as well. Absolutely croc points for M. Acton for giving us that extra little bonus question. Lovely work. So, gosh. This is even going to work. This is Minute to Win It. You just need to empathize with me, guys. You just need to get these, read my mind, in essence. I'm thinking of something, and you need to extract it from my mind. And if you can do that, you're going to be a great artiste. Yeah, it's all about empathy. Yeah? I'm going to give you a topic, even. I'm going to let you know what kind of thing I'm thinking about. And because it is 4th of July weekend, let's pull it out. There it is. There it is. Because it is 4th of July weekend. What I'm looking for here, and I was debating with cameraman George, I feel like we've maybe done this one before, but I think it works out. I think it works out well. American presidents. Each guess must be in its own chat message, but you can guess as many times as you want, baby. Have I made it easy on you? Have I made it difficult on you? Have I chosen one of the obvious ones? Yeah, these aren't coming up at all. That's a shame. Carter, Obama, Roosevelt, JFK, Clubton, Eisenhower, Clinton, Johnson, Bush, Wilson, Reagan, Wilson, Bush Sr., Nixon, Trump, Obama, Tyler, Bush Jr., Nixon, and Ford, and Hoover, and Jefferson, and Van Buren, and Adams, and JFK, Hoover, McKinley, Lincoln, and Grant. We've got Jackson, we've got Bush, old man, Trump, we've got Biden, we've got Garfield, FDR, Coolidge, we got Wilson, and ta 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 ta. If that's it, this is largely it, I think. My gosh. I'm glad we had this one down here because this is obviously not working at all for reasons that I do not know and I don't think I will ever truly understand. We've got the light box. It's all set up. Did someone manage to get it? Excitingly, yes. Somebody did. I've just switched off now, which is not working. But I'm pretty sure. Herbert Hoover, the man who presided over the Great Depression, as I do believe, and if we go back, we will find that the winner of 2 bonus points, Super Nashwan 8. Round of applause for Super Nashwan 8, everybody. Round of applause for Super Nashwan 8. Wonderful, wonderful work. It may not have popped up here, but that doesn't mean it doesn't count. Excellent, excellent work. Congratulations. Let's go back to main. Excellent stuff. Everybody riddled with praise. Lovely, lovely stuff. So while you tot up your scores and you post them in the chat, along with any emotes you might choose to add in, regardless of whether anybody's going to see them. That's not, maybe there's a lesson to be learned here that emotes aren't all about the flashy. It's just about communicating an idea. But whilst you tot up your scores, I want to remind you that in this quiz, you're only competing against yourself. There's no point threshold to being smart. If you have got all the questions right that you realistically could have expected to get, then you are smart. Art doesn't become successful because of the opinions of others or box office numbers. It becomes successful when you say, yeah, that's great. Think about Harrison Ford. Think about Harrison Ford for a moment. If you think your performance today was great, then it was great. No two ways about it. And if you're watching this on YouTube, not live, Make sure you write down your score and your musing answers in the comments below, because I would love to hear how you did. How have we all got on? My word. My word, look at this. 13 for SjBex72. Very well done, SjBex72. 12 for M. Acton. Lovely stuff. 10 for TB. Suffering from that order. That's let you down. Nana Hobbob with 12. Well done to you. Super Nashwan 8 with 13. Stuart Seaton with 12. Airwell Time Warner Official with 12. Definitely Not Dude with 9. Not too bad for being so late. Very good for being so late. 12 for Super Nashwan 8, not 13. That's absolutely fine. Unfortunately, you don't get an extra point for being honest. You do get a crock point, though. Let's say crock point. Which means, excitingly, ladies and gentlemen, assembled quizzes, assembled Smarties. The high point scorer for the first time ever, SjBex72. Round of applause for SjBex72. Many quizzes under their belt. Toiling away, self-deprecating. Oh, we haven't hit double figures. But you put in the work, yeah? You put in the work week after week, and you get those rewards. Bang! TB Douglas dropping some emotes, and it has actually worked for some reason. This fickle world. Let's see if we can get some. Yeah, let's get some Top Hat Jesus is in there. Will the smarts work? Yeah, okay, so they're not animated when they're up there, but still you can see I am smart. Excellent work. Lovely stuff. And a raccoon. Well, excellent. So SjBex72, next week you will get the choice of whichever round you wish to play. That will be up to you as long as you are watching, of course. Then we'll be having a week off after that, and then hopefully we're going to come back with something very exciting. Keep my fingers crossed that I'm able to have time to sort all of that out. Some lovely hearts. Digital cameras of the last 5 years, says Nana Hobbob. Bespoke quiz round. Oh, baby. Oh, mama. Digital cameras of the last 5 years. My gosh. I think other people are going to struggle mightily. Of the last 5 years. That is the perfect bespoke quiz round. Because nobody else is going to get anything on that. Excellent work. What a fantastic quiz this has been this week. Thank you so much, everybody, for tuning in, for joining me, for spending a little bit of your Sunday with me. Fabulous work. I hope you had fun. I hope you learned a little something. I hope you felt creative all at the same time. I am Notme. I am Art, and I hope you'll join me next time, same place, where you'll have another opportunity to improve your art and say to yourself, yeah, baby, I am smart. Thank you so much for getting involved, for suffering through the temperamental emote wall. I hope you have a fantastically creative and enjoyable week. I appreciate you all, and I will see you next week.
So there we go, and well done you, whatever your score might be. I definitely think that you are smart, though Rob's not as smart as me. Your art will be better, trust me on this, should be nothing short of sublime. That's why you learn, and don't stop now, I'll see you right here next time. I am smart,